like that last one. I don't have it set up that we actually do accept Bitcoin, but we should. And I don't know how I can make that happen, but I don't know anybody who's really going to be buying a $20 rug or $25 rug from me using Bitcoin. But if you would like to, I would gladly accept it. So today, what do you do when things are not going the way you planned? I woke up this morning with a list of things I wanted to get done. And my wife woke up with a list of things she would like to get done. However, part of her list did not include being sick. And part of my list did not include going home to help because she's sick. But in business, you have to realize why you're in business and what the important things are. And when I look up and make my list of why I'm in business, it's because of my family. I want to not only support them with everything they could possibly need, but I want to provide for them. And part of providing for them is time. And I talk a lot about how time is an asset that we all equally have. We've got the same amount of time in a day as Elon Musk, who's now the richest person in the world. But what we do at that time is what matters. And so when given the opportunity to go and spend that time with my wife or my kids, or give my wife the opportunity to go back and lay down, it was a slap in the face when at first I was like, I got so much stuff to do. I don't want to do that. But then it was like, okay, let me just get to the office, knock out the three things that have to get done. I left them set up on my computer overnight so I could literally sit down and focus on these things, get them done. And then I can go back and give her the break that she needs. Having said that, in Jane.com, I don't know if you've heard of it, is a website that we sell on. And they gave us an ultimatum because they're growing faster than they want. And this is my opinion, because my 9 university group flooded them with applications of people that want to sell. And I think they want to stay a smaller site. They don't want to take over the world. They want the intimacy of knowing who's selling and knowing you as a person. So in order to weed out some people that aren't so serious, they make it mandatory starting in 2021 to provide them with an insurance certification and an umbrella policy. And I've been working with them for the last week and a half because the umbrella policy that they were requiring was greater than anything Amazon, Walmart, or Target has even thought about asking as a secondary seller. And I was explaining, because they wanted a $5 million policy, and I was like, the only one of Walmart, Target, and Amazon that even requires an umbrella is Walmart, and it's a $1 million policy if you're in cosmetics or something absorbed by the skin. Nothing else. Jewelry, clothing, housewares, home decor, anything, automotive, it doesn't matter. There's just your general liability insurance. And so they were willing to meet in the middle and drop it down to $1 million of umbrella. And so I'm finishing getting that done, which is awesome because I've got some deals coming up with them. And I want to show them, hey, listen, here's the insurance you asked for. I told you I would do I would do whatever it takes to work with you. Now let's get more deals going. I need to make some money because I got to pay for this insurance every month. I got to make sure that my monthly income from your site that's requiring this exceeds the cost of it. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense from a business standpoint. And obviously, it's not going to be thousands upon thousands of dollars. Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense to even be in business, especially at the rates that I charge. I'd have to double it. And it's funny that it makes me think that a lot of times price is really an important point to a lot of people, and I understand that. But when you feel and see our product and touch it and see how premium it is, like when Lynette and I did the pop-up, the booths next to us were like, man, you're only charging this dollar amount? I would have paid 3 times this, $60, $60, $75, no problem. For this quality, as he even said, I actually just did. I wish I didn't, because then I'd buy yours. So, you got, and then so my mind's going all over the place because in reality, I'm just about done with the business stuff. But I want to talk a little shout out to Samantha's music teacher, Mr. Mark Walker. It's his birthday today, so happy birthday, Mr. Walker. I wanted to especially thank him because I will never forget that Samantha wanted to go to Northeast High. It was a magnet school she had already been approved for, and she knew that the arts was what they focused in, and so wanting to focus on music, she thought that part of the arts was music, and but they didn't have this program for early college acceptance and for her to work on some college classes, which she's already doing as a junior, so she's following through and doing that. But Heights did, and our house is like in the middle between the two high schools, barely a mile each direction to either high school. And so we went to go interview for this program to see, which is called AVID, and to go see if she could get accepted. Because if she wasn't accepted in that program, then it was pretty much a done deal. She wanted to go to Northeast, but if she did get accepted, then she'd have a decision to make. And it just so happened that the day that we went to interview for AVID was the day that they were doing parent-teacher conferences, and we parked in the back of the school and had to walk by the choir and orchestra room. And the orchestra teacher was busy. She played violin from 8th grade. And so if she decided to go there, she'd have to choose because they were both at the same class time. And so she didn't get to talk to them. But the choir door was open, and there was like 8 parents seated, and they were all talking. And it was just really, it was like one of those quick, oh, that's cool. Everybody knows each other. And that, they're all very friendly people is what I initially got in my mind. And so then we went and did the interview, and she knocked it out of the ballpark, which doesn't surprise me. And then those of you who know her, it probably doesn't surprise you either. And then we were walking back, and we were, just joking, man, this could be your school. Wonder where your locker would be, blah, blah, blah. And we walked by, and there was nobody in the choir room. And I was like, well, let's go stick our head in. We're not going to bother anybody. There's no one there. And we stick our head in, and Mr. Walker comes out and looks at us, and he's like, "Do I know you?" And I'm like, "No, you don't. You're not our teacher yet, but she's thinking about coming." And so he pulled us in his office, had us sit down, and we just started talking. And he started talking to Sam. I mean, he acknowledged that I was alive in the room, but he went out of his way to make Sam feel special, and he went out of his way to make her know that if she really was considering coming to Heights, that he was open to listen. He wanted to meet her. He wanted to know her. He wanted her to feel like she would be a part of the choir family at Heights. And he was like, "Well, let's hear you sing." And she was like, "I'm not really ready for an audition." He goes, "No, let's just I'll play a song and I want to hear you sing, just so I can see what your range is." Well, it turns out he was impressed, and she got put on not the general choral for all the freshmen that just sign up. She got moved up to the sophomore level class, and then her sophomore year, she was with the juniors and seniors, and then COVID happened for her junior year, and she's been she made nationals, and she's just flourished as a musician. And I can give absolutely nothing but praise for Mr. Walker and the family atmosphere that he creates. He deals with prepubescent boys and girls, and then as they're going through all that fun changes and the drama that comes with high school and all that, and he handles it well. And I attribute the fact that Samantha made the National Honor Choir to the strength of that program. And the Heights High School did a highlight that I'm going to put up. I'm going to post this on my Facebook. Congratulations to Samantha Faber for making National Honor Choir with the National Music Educators Association. This year, students across America had to do this virtually festival with rehearsals and professional virtual choir recording. Congrats to Sam on her accomplishments in accepting this virtual singing challenge with the national conductor. Now, this national conductor was awesome. She had an amazing time. You guys, I encourage you to reach out to her, ask her about her experience. And then they go into, very well written and very excited that she was highlighted. But there's parts of this that I love and part of this that hurts me as a parent. And the part that hurts me is not necessarily like a sharp pain, but more of I can't protect my kids from the pain that they're feeling, is that she realized while she was sitting there on a Zoom call with these kids from across the country, these extremely talented kids with a passion for music that she has, that's a shared commonality, that she was robbed of the opportunity to meet them face to face and sing and perform in a grand center in Orlando, and some of the memories of that. But then it became deeper than that to her. And as a parent, I love that she was like, it's not just the national honors music stuff. It's awesome, but it's my normal going to school with my classmates. It's the hearing each other gripe and complain about homework. It's the singing together. It's all the experiences of going to school that you compartment. And this is coming from a freaking 16-year-old, that you compartmentalize, and you just don't realize how much you miss it until you're forced to realize how much you miss it. And so I'm thankful that she's part of something that she misses. I'm thankful that she's got the maturity to realize what she's missing. So hopefully her senior year, we can put all this BS behind us and let them go live their lives and enjoy their last year of school before they decide where they're going to go and if they're going to be close to their family or not. There's some things I don't control anymore. So I just hope we raise her right and that she continues to make the right decisions. So anyway, guys, I just kind of went off on a little family thing there. I know most of you care more about my family than my business mentality and thinking. So, and that's fine. I'm not offended too much by it, but I like to think that I've got some nice things to say. So anyway, have a great Tuesday. I'm going to get these things knocked out so I can go home, give my wife some break. And I know I have a task this afternoon. Jackson needs a haircut before school tomorrow. So God loves you. So do I. Have yourselves a great Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow morning.